What's going on YouTube? Achilles here, and today we're going to be playing Golgari Toxic Control. I made this deck randomly at 2 a.m. thinking, hey, we got Goliath Hatchery. This is a card. No one really plays this. What if we played around this as a mid-rangey control kind of strat in case the aggro didn't really work out? And we could still be aggro-y? Well, we get the best of everything? Well, in theory, that sounds good, but will this deck interact well with everything? Let's find out. We got 4 Bilious Skulldweller, 4 Cutdown, 1 Disfigure, 4 Venerated Rotpriest, 1 Blightbelly Rat, 4 Drown Ichor, 4 Go for the Throat, 2 Vraska's Fall, 4 Bloated Contaminator, 4 Goliath Hatchery, 3 Virtue of Persistence, 1 Tyrranax Rex. For the lands, we got 5 Swamps, 6 forests, 4 of the Blooming Marshes, 4 Restless Cottages, 4 Mirrex, and 1 copy of the Seedcore. Let's see how this does. I also built this deck with the mindset of keeping all the aggro in mind. So, always prepared for that. I'm always trying to open up with, as you can see, I open up with 3 cut down as I say that. Do I keep this? I don't know. It's risky. It really is. I'm gonna do it. I really think I could draw a black mana source. And I have a feeling they're playing an aggro deck. I really do. See, look at that. What did I tell you guys? Watch me draw a swamp right now. Okay, well that is a swamp technically. So, we're gonna play that first. Go for another mountain. Heartfire here enters the board. Another one. Oh my goodness gracious. So I'm just going to take 1, right? You're not going to attack? Our opponent is really thinking. Well then. Okay, there we go. Thank you, opponent. We're gonna bring out a Skulldweller. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna keep the cut down open, be reactive. Try to mess up his plays as much as I can. Really? What is going on? Alright. They're gonna attack with all as expected. Okay. So this is gonna do the most damage, so I might as well get rid of that. Just trying to reduce as much damage as I take. As I can take, should I say. Go for another Skulldweller. And that's it. I mean, I have to get a poison counter on our opponent eventually. But we just have to weather the storm, in all reality. This is so hilarious. What kind of game is this? They're gonna attack with all. Gonna use that to get rid of the creature. In response, we cut down. So we only take 3. There's another black mana source. It's not enough though. We're gonna have to just pass right now. Okay. Alright, hear me out on this. Well, I could... Okay, I got a great idea. I'm just gonna actually pass. I'm gonna Mirrex, but if he attacks, I go for the cottage instead. Yeah, see, that's good. So I only take that. Go for this. So now this is where I swing. I get my poison counter in, which is very relevant right now. And now this is where I go to work. -3. Why so negative? Will I somehow come back from this? Oh no. I'm down with 4 now. All being said. Alright, so now if they attack, I got the Restless Cottage, and that's all I got. If they don't, I go for another Mirrex token. This is where we're at right now in the game. Slick shot hits the field. Okay. Might have saved me. Actually, excuse me. Let's see. Because if I use 2, then that's all. Can they finish me off right now? We're gonna find out. No, they can't. I'm at 3. I mean, they could just have a lightning strike. They don't, it seems. And they stay alive. Wow, look at that. So the reason why there's a lot of virtue persistences in here are for this exact reason. I always notice that these kind of decks run out of steam, and I feel like Virtue of Persistence can easily bring back just like even one of these Death Touch guys every turn or something, or even the big dinosaur guy that the 7-drop or whatever it is. And look at that, got it. Very cool. So now we're off to the next game. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not keeping this hand. This one's better. 6. Yeah, do it like this. Going for Venerated Rotpriest first, because if they remove it, I'll at least get a counter right off the bat, compared to Skulldweller just dying. So we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna go for the Blightbelly Rat, which is just a one of in here. I just wanna be able to get the initial poison counter just so all the proliferate stuff could work and whatnot. But you have to get it ticking somehow, you know? So... let's see if they block. They probably will. I'd rather save the Vraska's Fall for something better. I'm gonna go for this. Where's that temporary lockdown? Yep. We all knew it was coming. I just didn't want to believe it. Uh-oh. And yeah, this is where I don't draw my 4th land. Rip. Okay. Lands. Okay, so that's the land. That's a land, but it's not a untapped land to get my Mirrex going, so... it's a little unfortunate, but we're still gonna make stuff work. But I will say this card has been so amazing. I'm literally brewing in my mind just between Caretaker's talent and Mirrex. It's just insane. Just thinking that alone, just I mean this I've covered Boros control already, but this just opens up a lot of possibilities. So I'm gonna have to do it like this. It opens up a lot of possibilities because if you think about it, you have this card and plus you have all of the white cards like Temporary Lockdown, Sunfall to back it up for a control shell. So then you throw Mirrex into the picture, which could go into any deck, and you could literally make anything a control deck if you really put your mind to it. That's how I see it, at least. Although I don't know why he plays this many of this. I only... it's good, but I feel like this could just be other things. Just multiple copies is a little too much, but maybe I'm wrong. That's just me personally. So now we're gonna attempt to get our 3rd poison counter in. And we do. So, against control decks, Mirrex is always like the bane of people's existence. So, I'm gonna take full advantage of these Mirrex things, because look at that, we're going for Sunfall. I am not gonna let him get that token to draw. I feel like him getting that is relevant. Oh my god, they still get it! I am so silly. Okay, I hope no one saw that. Whoops, this is already going to be in the video. But I learned for next time. I kind of thought if they didn't, if X was 0, they wouldn't get it, but it still comes out. But you want to know something? Even with that me doing that, at least X isn't 1, so they can't block this, even with that open mana right now. So, I still think it's very much so justified. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay. Our opponent's probably... oh, I'm gonna go for the carrot cake, alright. This is gonna be a grindy game, I could already tell. But this deck is made for that. I just really gotta draw... I gotta draw that 6-drop, I already forgot the name of it. The Goliath Hatchery, that's it. They got a second one. Alright, so we go for another Mirrex. Gonna Vraska's Fall also to give him another poison counter as well as getting rid of the rabbit. Clearing our way for the Might to get an attack, and look at that. Here we go. So this isn't going to get value until the beginning of my upkeep. But it's going to be cool because we'll even have the might that could give it a draw for us. Might be a little too slow. I see that it might be too slow, but... Oh, that's a move. And they got their Resk Forge now and put on a clock. Everything's looking downhill. Got this a little too late. So good though. Even though I'm losing, this is so good. I mean, it'll just get you out of the games. A little more like I got another one. Just gonna go for it. Might as well. I mean, as long as one of these could just, if one of these three threes could stick, I could just potentially just draw 2 cards. Is that what I'm gonna do? It's Sunbulb. So that's at the beginning of my upkeep, so it wouldn't matter if I did that first. So it's the board, yikes. Alright, so check it out. At the end of his turn, I'm just going to go for the Mirrex. And I'll be able to draw 2 cards unless he spots removal. Spot removal is my card. Elspeth.
I have been reborn.
Yikes. Double yikes. Just let it live, please. I know you have a Latent Helix, but come on. Calling it. Oh, Torch the Tower works too. Okay, so... Gonna have to pass for now. This is a painful game for me to be in, honestly. I feel like it's definitely a losing battle, without a doubt. But deep down in my heart, I think I could win it somehow. All it takes is for me to honestly draw Tyrranax Rex. But we'll see. Who knows? No, maybe I should have got that. Okay, I think you have enough cards in your hand, opponent. So they have to draw with that. So what if I just keep them off me enough to where I could make them deck out instead of as my win con instead? That could be the move if you think about it. So I'm gonna have to keep putting them off. Vraska Forge is gonna hit me for 6 now. Oh, I'm gonna get hit for 9, excuse me. Alright, I'm at the end of the rope. This is my last turn. I gotta get this Mirrex to resolve, and then I'll be able to draw some cards. Okay, I'm gonna go to 2. Is that the move? I'm surprised I didn't do that to the Might instead. Okay. So unfortunately we can only get him to 6 poison counters. We're gonna lose next turn. I tried. Just trying to do some Goliath Hatchery stuff. But obviously Boros Control is too powerful of a deck. That enchantment class really puts it over the top, where I can't even come close to catching up. So I already know that matchup is out the window. Well, if the Boros Convoke deck doesn't draw the enchantment class, and they have to rely on whatever they got without that extra draw power and whatnot, then it'd probably be a lot more of an even playing field. But his hatchery's a 6 cost, that one's 3, so you do the math. So we go into the next game. I don't have a black source for mana for the Drowning Ichor. I'm gonna keep it. The Mirrex could be used for that. I do like the double Venerated Rotpriest. Opponent's playing some mono red aggro stuff. There we go. Okay. So we go Rotpriest. I'm gonna attack next turn, because they're gonna probably swing out with everyone. Then I'll Drowning Ichor on the Swift Spear, unless they do something else. So let's see. Alright. No surprise there. We're gonna block that because we could. Alright, I have a better plan now. Instead, I am going to play another Rotpriest and hold the cut down open. See what they do, because I don't like using Slickshot with 3 open mana for free. It's very unsettling. Especially with Callius Sellsword running around, you don't want to get killed, destroyed, utterly defeated. This is where I have to get rid of it. I will take that. I go to 11. So now we do this. We will proliferate. Do the Seedcore, bring out the Bilious Skulldweller, get a bunch of damage in. And Goliath Hatchery is just sitting there, just all angry. Yeah. Gonna be played eventually, but not for a long time. This card's so good, but I can imagine if this was like a 4 or a 5 drop instead. It's kind of expensive. I didn't really think about it, but okay. I'm not gonna use the Seedcore because I'm gonna Mirrex at the end of his turn. I'm gonna swing out with everyone. We get our opponent to having 6 counters. Now, playing Mirrex would pass. And if they do spot removal anything, the best part is that they get 2 poison counters because of the Rotpriest, and there's 2 of them out, so it's just a lot of shenanigans. But I don't think they're gonna do any spot removal at this point in the game. So I'm gonna take 4. Take 4. So they technically have to block this or they lose. So I'm just gonna do that. So that's, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do it like this. Might as well kill the Skulldweller. Yep, there you go. 9 poison counters. Gonna play this now to block their mouse. Try not to lose, hopefully. So they can't spot removal the mouse because they will die from Venerated Rotpriest. So they are... Wait, why didn't they go Offspring? Does that matter? Maybe, actually? Maybe not. Maybe they have a spell in their hands. I can't stop this, so, I mean... I gotta absorb... If this could save me, I have to absorb the 1 damage. So now I take 1, I go to 5, and what happens next? I win. Nice. Well, that was cool. Goliath Hatchery just stood in there on the sidelines, just wishing it could be played, but I know deep down in my heart that someone out there might be able to play it and have fun with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have not, please subscribe, support the channel. There'll be more videos on the way. And yeah, have a good night. Take care.